Hello, and welcome to the Introduction to Music Production Week 2. Today's student-led lesson topic will be Digital Audio Workstation File Types. Key concepts will encompass various aspects of saving DAW audio files and data. These concepts include the difference between data and audio compression, DAW settings that impact both file storage size and audio quality, along with recommended settings, and finally the file type used for saving DAW information. Before we get into our main topic, file types, it is important to discuss data and audio compression techniques and how audio quality is affected. For this class, we're going to refer to lossless compression as the process of reducing the size of a file without losing any of the original information. In other words, the process of compressing a data file reduces the storage requirement for saving the file, but the data can be restored to its exact original form. Also for this class, we're going to refer to data compression with information loss as the process of reducing the size of a file, but this time with a loss of data or data quality. Compression with information loss does not capture the original data, and there is no way to restore the exact original form. While this is a simplified example of lossless data compression, I believe it gets the point across. Suppose I have the following text. Restored data from the compressed file is the same as the original data, i.e. lossless. When I look at this text, I see the words data and the are used multiple times. I can then use this information to compress the file using a compression key where I replace all the uses of data with the number 1 and all the uses of the word the with the number 2. I can now rewrite the text in a compressed format, but the text is not easy to read. The nice thing about data compression, though, is I can store my key along with my text and recreate the exact original line of text, but I need less disk space to store the compressed file versus saving all of the text at the same time. Data compression with information loss reduces the file size, but does not allow you to recreate the exact original data. Let us explore this idea first with a visual representation. There are two pictures shown here. On the left is the original image. On the right is a compressed version of the original picture. The compressed picture requires less space to store, but does not have the information to recreate the image on the left. The same is true for audio data. For example, when we take fewer samples per second of an audio performance, we need less space to store the data, but the audio quality will be compromised, just like the example shown with the pictures. During the recording process, you'll want to select very high quality settings. The file sizes will be large, but it will provide you with more flexibility during mixing, and you can always introduce data compression later in the process. Just remember that once you introduce compression with data loss, you cannot reproduce the original higher quality audio. Further, you'll want to select a file type that saves the complete uncompressed data. File types like MP3 will apply data compression with information loss to your recorded data, and you'll be unable to recreate your original high quality recording. Another aspect you'll need to consider is if you want to work with interleaved or non-interleaved data. An interleaved file contains data for both the left and right channels in a single file, while non-interleaved audio stores the left and right channel data in separate files. Quality settings recommended for this class include 24-bit recording, a 48,000 Hz sample rate, and interleaved data. Recommended file type settings are broadcast wave, wave, and AIFF. While having nothing to do with quality or file type, another recommendation is that you set your buffer size to 128 during recording to reduce latency. I mention it here because it is a setting commonly found with the record quality settings.